What I then focused on next was chopping up the sample to go with the melodies, and the chop that I came up with was this.
Or else you can't love no one else. I know your pain is real, but you won't let it heal. So no.
Hey, let's start this episode. Let's just start it. Welcome back to Lo Fridays, where I take music that's inspired me and I turn it into lo-fi. Today's episode is a song called Paper Thin by Lianne La Havas. So as soon as I saw that tiny desk, something in my heart was like, Rid, gotta make it into lo-fi. So what I first did was I found the part of the song I wanted and I took out the guitar, and it sounds like this.
Love yourself, or else you can't love no one else. I know.
So how I just got the vocal is I used one of these AI converters to remove the guitar from the background, and then you can hear there's a lot of muddiness and there's a lot of artifacts in this vocal. So what I did was took away some of the EQs and tried to clean it up a little bit, and we have this.
Love yourself, or else you can't love no one else.
So the reverb is helping it a lot to clear up all those dirty sounds. Next, I played around with the pitch and I found going a bit lower gave a little bit more of a vibe to this lo-fi vision that I had, and it sounds like this.
Love yourself, or else you can't love no one else.
So now that the vocal's ready and it's kind of the main attraction of this lo-fi beat, I then started to build around it and I jumped to the keys and I came up with this.
Love yourself, or else you can't love no one else. I know your pain is real, but you won't let it heal.
So now we have the vocal, we have some of the pianos. The next thing I wanted to focus on was the bass.
Love yourself, or else you can't love no one else. I know your pain is real, but you won't let it heal.
All I've done is I've just taken the root of each chord and I've just made it into the bass, so nothing too fancy. Now when I made this beat, I was studying a lot of orchestral music and I was trying to do a lot of realistic build-ups, bringing in the violins from the left side, accompanying it with the violas in the middle and then the cellos on the right. So I was trying to do it I was trying to be a little bit professional with it. So the next part of the beat is kind of like a orchestrated chill out kind of, I don't know, it seems a bit cinematic, but I'll let you listen to it and hear what we have. So it's kind of adding a bit more atmosphere into the beat. It's making me feel something, so I knew I was going in the right direction. And I kept adding to those strings, so you'll hear that in the final beat at the end. What I then focused on next was chopping up the sample to go with the melodies, and the chop that I came up with was this.
Or else you can't love no one else. I know your pain won't let it heal.
So I threw the vocal into a sampler, came up with that melody, and then I thought, you know what, let's focus on the drums. And this is why I've been holding off on this beat. I couldn't get the drums to sound right, but I believe I hit the sweet spot recently.
Love yourself, or else you can't love no one else. I know.
Simple drum pattern. Again, there's a lot of elements in this beat. I don't want the focus to be on the drums. To help glue it together, I added some ambience.
Love yourself, or else you.
And I do this mainly to help cover up that vocal because it's still a bit muddy, but having it with the ambience in the background, I feel like it covers it up a little bit more and it just adds to that lo-fi effect. So that's the majority of the beat. We've come to the part of the beat. We're gonna hear this whole thing laid out in front of us to just enjoy for a couple of minutes, right? But if you can't stick around, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you around on my other videos. But for everybody else that is staying around to vibe out, let's listen to this beat and let's just see. I messed that up. Let's just play the beat, yeah? Let's just play the beat.
Love yourself, or else you can't love no one else. I know your pain is real, but you won't let it heal. I know your pain won't let it leave. Love yourself, or else you can't love no one else. I know your pain is real, but you won't let it heal. Your pain is real, won't let it heal. I know your pain is real, won't let it heal. Love yourself, or else you can't love no one else.
Thank you if you made it to the end of this video. I've been working on the lighting, the angles, so hopefully you'll see a few more videos out in the next couple of days, in the next couple of weeks, so stick around, and I appreciate all of you. I'm your guy R.Dev. I'm about to vibe out with those middle section strings because they sounding too mwah. So let's roll it. If you ask me to recreate this, I don't think I could. Nah, I'm done, man.